Hey guys, it's Rose, and this week we are talking about magical foods. I honestly don't use a lot of food for magical purposes, but when I do, for example, when I'm sick, just as Tara told in her video this week, I'm making soup. I love soup, especially during winters, and I will always stir my soup clockwise, so this way, and I will always like invoke those energies of feeling good, being healthy. So I put really those energies in my food while stirring it when I'm cooking for family or friends or the boyfriend. Most of the time when I'm stirring, it just happens automatically. I will always put like very good vibrating energies into the food. And I always, when I'm cooking in my head, thank the food for like dying so we can survive. So that's a pretty big thing for me. It's always in my head, like, thank you for suffering. I'm not a vegetarian, so I do eat meat. Um, but I do stand still with the thoughts of that we are eating an animal that had to suffer for us. So, anyway, it's not the topic. Slide away. So I do invoke energies into my food. But if you're talking about magical food, it's mostly herbs. Most people talk about just as basil, rosemary, thyme is a very good one. So when I'm drinking tea, I have a lot of different honeys, and I have lavender honey and thyme honey, and I use them on um, different occasions for what I really need. So I think that's kind of a little bit of food magic, I would say. Um, what I also do, and I didn't hear anyone else do that, so I might be weird. But during Lita, so the summer solstice, it's all about the sun and those high vibrations and all those energies. What I do then is I make some orange juice and I hold it into the sun and I really invoke the sun energies into the orange juice and then I drink it so I can really get it into myself. So that's, I would say, fruit magic. I sometimes I try new things out and I do that from this book. It's called Supermarket Magic, and this book is amazing if you're on a low budget or if it's hard to find ingredients like special herbs, special tools that you need for a ritual. Because I know from experience that if you look up how to do a ritual or if you want to get some ideas to make your own ritual, because I always change all the spells and rituals. Um, that there are a lot of materials that you just can't find. For for example, if you have one store in your town, I am lucky to have several stores. But if you are the person that has only one store and you can't find that ingredient, you can still do your spell. You can still do your ritual. You just have to change it. So this book is very good because all the things that she says to use, you can just find everywhere. For example, basil, we can all find that everywhere in every store. Just look up the herbs, and basil is everywhere. And it's amazing for money spells, luck, it's a good protection. So, basil is a must have in your kitchen too. Um, and what she shows is after every chapter, I would say, for example, she has spells for healing. I'm searching this up. And then at the end, she gives a lot of things like oils, brews, and all that. But at the end, she also gives a section about foods. So for luck, you have foods. You have foods for love, foods for protection, everything. And I think that's a very cute little book to have for ideas on magical food that you want to try out during your rituals. She also has foods for every Sabbath, so I like that idea. So I don't use a lot of magical foods. I do raise my food with energies, especially when I'm not feeling good, when I have those cold winter blues. I always put energy in my soup, just as Tara does when her son is sick. So that's it for me. I'll see you guys next week on Friday. If you guys have ideas on magical foods that you use, or if you have recipes, feel free to share with me because I really want to try those things out because I have a new apartment and a very big kitchen. Well, it's bigger than my old one, so I can really have the space to cook and try things out. So I really want to do that. So please share with me, and maybe I will show you guys what I made with your recipes. So again, see you next Friday. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend and many, many, many blessings. Bye bye.